what's up everybody? It's your boy iSub, and I want to welcome you to my brand new series, Winning in Fortnite, for Season 6. This series will be loaded with high-value commentaries that will give you a look into the mind of a winning player. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Any likes or subscribes will be greatly appreciated. Enjoy. Alright, so we basically kick things off here in Tilted. Usually if you want to get a lot of kills, Tilted, Paradise, that's usually where you want to go, you know. So we're looking for guns, ideally shotguns, and we happen to land on attack here. Usually that's my favorite gun to land on, because it's pretty powerful and it's fast. Faster than the pump anyway. So we just have a quick ease here to see if we can pick off any free kills. No one down the bottom, so we just continue to loot the building. So usually you should know your loot locations, your chest locations within the building. Just kind of helps to make things faster. But we happen to hear someone in the building. So usually what you want to do is try and block off the entries, just so they don't get a free shot at you while you're trying to loot up, locate where they are. And it just so happened that this guy came down through the hole in the roof there. And once he saw us building it, he kind of ran away, so I figured that he was probably more like a new player. So we kind of just took our time here. Loot up a little. Get better guns. And then we'll proceed to head up the top and try and finish this guy off as quickly as we can. So we pop up. We know he's somewhere in there. We look for the right-hand peak. And this guy happens to just kind of burst through the door. He didn't know where we were. So we just finished him off with the attack. Taking no damage, which is probably pretty important, you know, considering we got no shield. I was just kind of testing like an edit in this situation. I think it's always good to practice your edits as you go throughout the game. Editing's an important part of your battle. Kind of adds like that element of surprise to things, you know. So we proceed to loot the building. Ideally, you're looking for shield at this point. 200 is always a huge buffer to go on as you go throughout the beginning stage. So we hear someone coming up the building, and I've blocked off the floor, and I'm kind of looking through the floor ramp there to see where he is. Then we edit, pop him with a head, pop at his feet. He's taking damage. Now we're waiting to see what he does. He's healing up. So we're going to go in there and we're going to finish this guy off. Get a bit of his shield. Probably pop the medi as well. And then we should be good to go. Now at this point we can hear quite a bit of fighting going on around us. So I'm just going to heal up. And then I'm going to grab the sniper rifle. Because we're probably looking at this point to maybe get us, you know, a nice easy kill on someone that might be hiding in a building, or, you know, hiding around Tilted, peeping through a window. Those are nice easy kills to get. And it also helps as you advance throughout Tilted, because it kind of gets rid of the third party people. So we can see a guy up here, he's a bit of a third party man. Once he stops, we let the bullets fly and then, you know, add to the kill, add to the number of kills we got. So I can hear a lot of fighting going up the top there. No one's standing still, so what we're going to do is go up and try and get us some kills off of injured players. So we start from the top and we go downwards. It's usually easier that way because you can use your ears to sort of listen out for the footsteps of the players and where they might be, so we know we're underneath. And then once we hear a different sound, we know he's somewhere on this level. He pops out, we pop him once. Unfortunately, he hits us with a huge pump shot, so we kind of have to back out of this one. It was unfortunate because at the time I thought that he might have been really injured. But anyway, we hear someone else building up over the top of us, so we have to gain that high ground just to see what's going on. I was hoping we might get an easy kill here, but unfortunately this guy had those builds on lock. Try to get a few shots in there, and then unfortunately, Bloom wasn't too good to us, and this guy gets over the top. So we look to pop a quick heal, see what he does. Interestingly enough, the guy actually jumped off the ramps and went into the building. And he happened to find that last player that we were having a fight with, and then they get into some kind of engagement. And now that we're healed up to about 100, we're going to look to go back down and try and finish off one of the fights that we started. So we start from the top. We're looking around. It's always good to go from the top and then down. And then once you hear a change in the volume in regards to the footsteps, then you can sort of identify on what level they might be. So we see them running up the ramps, but unfortunately, you know how it is. Sometimes you end up just shooting into the wall. It's pretty annoying. So we pop back up. We can hear him running around. And then we see some ramps getting chopped just over here. So we know he's under here somewhere. We're going to try and look to edit our way through, but then he runs back into the building. So we pop through. He misses his right-hand peek. Tries to cover up with the SMG, but unfortunately we hit both of our shots. When it comes to shotguns, you really got to pace your shots. Make sure you hit them, even if you're moving slowly. It's better to move slow and to hit shots rather than to, rush everything and whiff it. So we hear a player land out to the east somewhere on the hill. He's shooting out in the open on the top of a hill, so we know he's probably, not the best player. So we will look to try and pop an easy snipe kill. We hear him chucking stickies now, and he's standing still on the hill, and we pick up another free kill. So now we're going to head across, try and loot up. Hopefully find us some more shield, because we played that other play pretty poorly. He melted the shield off, and so we need to try and sort out some health here. Find a chest in the truck, and as usual, they don't usually have shield in them. Unless you're full on shield and you need bandages, but, So we pop over, see if he's got any mats. He's got that typical kind of camper loot, he doesn't really have much mats. He had a tactical shotgun, and I love tacs, That's my favorite shotgun to use. So we go to shoot at those guys just to the east, but then this guy out in the south kind of took a shot at us from far away. So we're going to try and line up a nice snipe shot, see if we can hit him. And he's standing still, looking to use that little plunger gun, and we hit him. But unfortunately, it wasn't on the button, so he's still alive. And now he's covered up, so, it kind of didn't work out that well for us. Now this guy to the east is building up and over to us, and he gets the high ground. Now, he's in a pretty powerful position here, and I don't want to expose myself until this guy comes down, just so that we can get into a fair fight. Because at the moment he's got huge advantage. So he loads up his shotgun, he drops down to the ground, and then we get high ground to build over the top of him. But some sort of glitch happened here where our ramp built and then he built over the top of us. So he's pretty good, this player. He sort of knows what he's doing. I was hoping to maintain the high ground, but unfortunately we failed. But now we hear 2 extra third parties in the match, and so there's a whole heap of shooting going on around us. You can see the shotgun shots going on through the brick, and what we're doing here is we are sheltering up, and we are looking to edit little windows and holes in the floor where we can pop shots, but we're trying to locate the players first. I can hear a lot going on around us, and at this point I think there's about 4 or 5 players involved in this fight now. We've got a few on the hill, a couple on the ground, people above. So I'm sort of looking around to see where I can get me a nice pump or a nice tack shot. So I hear shooting in this direction. I edit through. I see that there's shooting underneath us, so we move back, edit through the floor, and there they are. Nice shot on the head, 1 and 2, and we pick us up 2 kills without taking any damage. I think it's important to understand in this situation that when you are in a fight where there are multiple people, ideally you don't really want to expose yourself anymore. We don't want to be out in the open because you're going to end up getting third-partied or shot at by somebody that you're not shooting at. And it's a real hassle, and I find that people get really frustrated, eh? So anyway, we're going to try and clean up the rest of this loot. See if there's any more shields. Nothing. We're kind of listening for footsteps too to make sure that it's completely clear. I'm trying to take a quick look through the ramp to see if anyone's on the hill. Chuck up a roof just to make sure. We're checking that all the guns are loaded. Now it's good. So we edit up. Use the plunger. And then we're going to just get back onto the hill and then head back into the circle. So that was a pretty good situation for us, and I think we can learn a lot from that. Anywho, we continue to go through, have a look at Tilted. There's nothing in there. We see a supply drop here. So we're going to go and sort of see what's inside it. But then we see someone on the hill to the east. I was thinking about getting engaged with him straight away, but then he'd probably build up and this would turn into an uphill battle. And it would probably get messy, Someone would get injured. We'd get injured and would probably take unnecessary damage. So since we had the supply drop here, I basically thought, let's use it as bait, see if he goes for it. And if he doesn't build, then we might end up with a free kill here. So we're tracking him. He doesn't build, goes to open the supply drop, and we pick up another kill with the snipe. And man, this dude has got some awesome loot. So in this situation, we basically build around us. Always build around, man. Doesn't matter if it brings attention. Just make sure you're safe, because someone could snipe us as well. So we pop the chug, hold on to all the minis, and we head towards the circle. Now I can hear some sort of shooting or something going on to the north here, and we're going to go and check it out. So I'm sort of looking left, looking right. I hear shots. Then just to our left there, you see someone's loot pop out, and there's a player just to our left. So we're going to try and line up a nice shot here with the sniper. But unfortunately, the guy is just he's not standing still, he's constantly moving. So we're going to have to move over, get the high ground, take a few shots. Unfortunately, this guy was actually really injured. So we got away with a nice clean kill there. And see how we're looting? You don't stand still, there's no standing still. When you're looting, man, you move. And just set your guns up and then swap your guns on the move. Because if you're standing still, good chance that someone heard the fight and they'll probably pop you with a snipe shot, or you'll lose a lot of health to some sort of AR shots. So we're looking left, we're looking right, and then we see this guy hiding in some trees to the east. So we're building, we're waiting for him to empty the clip, and then we move up on him with some floor wall ramp rushes. Now if you don't know how to do those, I would suggest learning them. There's heaps of YouTube clips on them because they are powerful when it comes to getting high ground on spammers. So now that we got the high ground, we just keep it. We maintain that high ground, we're looking for him, tracking him, jump, pop a nice little shot, we build. You see, when you get into these kind of battles, engagements, you want to shoot and build, shoot and then pop the cover. Jab and block kind of thing. So again, we're looking for him, looking to get some shots on him. We hear him pop a launch pad, but unfortunately he botched it. So now we know that this player must either be hurt or not very confident, because he is looking to run. Managed to get a few shots on him. So we're going to head over and clean up our kill. And we're looking at the score count now. We got 9 kills, so we're one away from a double digit here. We see him pop in the shield over there, so we run through, build up and over. He's looking that way. Pop once, pop twice, and then we clean up that kill. No damage. So now we're at that 10 kill mark, It goes to show, especially in the console game nowadays, a lot of players still don't know how to build. So if you can really make an effort to practice your building, if you land in places like Tilted and Paradise, you're definitely looking at that double-digit kill margin, So now we got what do we got here? The minigun. I was feeling a little bit lazy at this point. I mean, the minigun, honestly, it should be vaulted, I reckon. It is just OP, especially in a one-on-one, there's no skill involved. You just hold the R2 button, and then you just, finish off. So anyway, we're looking for the last couple of guys. Then I see a build battle going on to the west. So we're obviously in a good position here, because whoever survives this fight is going to be pretty injured. And we see rocket launcher shots, so now we're just going to look to finish. This guy hears us, builds, and then we just go for the minigun to finish off the fight. Unlucky for that guy. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll probably catch you next week for our next episode of Winning in Fortnite Season 6. Take care, guys. Your boy IceUp is out, and I'll catch you next week.